Hello to the Technical Oversight Committee meeting on 13th of September. We have our usual agenda and we have also Derek here to provide updates about the concourse working group. So then we can start reviewing action items from last week. Yeah, we didn't have any action items, so then we can proceed with the update. So Derek, if you are ready, you can start.
Sure.
Thank you for
Um,
planning.
yeah. Apologies, it's a little haphazard. Both Taylor and I are traveling for different reasons over the last 2 weeks. So uh, you're still catching me on laptop mode. Um, so Taylor hopefully filled in a bunch of these details here. I don't know how into the weeds we really want to get on it, but the big parts of and my memory is failing me here. But just a couple of weeks ago, we finally completed the full cutover of Concourse to um, the CF Foundation. All of that is done and executed. The only remaining task, which is still there, I will acknowledge it, is that we need to put a footer at the bottom of the Concourse website. So, very serious stuff. Um, is still left to do. And we set up the CLA bot on the organization, so that should be functioning correctly, and we should be good to go there. Um, the uh, yes, the issues, and then really the big things in flight are around the V8 changes, which Taylor has a nice long and detailed post in some of the things that are happening in that effort. Encourage you to engage with it there and in the GitHub conversations. That'll be the best place to um, have your voice heard, make changes, updates, add thoughts. But that's largely going well. I don't think we've picked out any type of specific target or time for that release in the immediate term yet. Um, but those are moving along fine. We're batching in some of the things that are long overdue in this release, just mostly to um, like some database migrations that previously got kicked out, some interface changes, but nothing too crazy. So take a look at it, and um, we can get into any of those individual thoughts or points if you'd like. Um, I have personally not looked at that RFC for the host mounts, so I'm not going to try to make a bunch of commentary on it yet. Um, so that's another interesting one. Um, and then the shared concourse instance, I have written up a plan with Taylor and I have not executed the plan because, um, yeah, other things have just gotten in the way of actually executing on uh, permissioning a first team and pipeline set into the concourse instance in a shared way. So uh, I have the idea. I have not executed on the idea. I would expect that to be another at least 2 weeks before I do. Um, and then that's still something I'm supposed to share with Amelia or the ARP working group um, uh, when that's ready.
This is about how to share the credentials or how to onboard a team.
Yeah, which is mostly about how do we permission people and teams, right,
Mhm.
to not overlap, or have the right permission structure, right, in the shared instance and not um, have one, a sane administration strategy, and two, ensure that folks from different working groups can't stomp or see each other's credentials, right? Those are, I mean, pipeline separation's kind of already native there. Um, so, yep.
Mhm.
And those are the big things.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Maybe one, in which region do you deploy the concourse? Do you know that by heart?
By heart, I can guarantee you it's in the US. If
Yeah.
I would have say it was US West. Um, yeah, yeah. Do you want to follow that through on like, is this for cost or latency reasons that you're interested in where? Or
I've
both?
been I've been looking into cuts, this committed usage discount on GCP, and they have different options how you can buy such cards, and one is resource based, which is also bound to a region. So if we decide to go towards that option, maybe you need to consolidate compute instances to be in the
Sure.
same region, something like that. That's why I just asked. Yeah,
Okay. I mean, broadly speaking, it's not that hard to move it across, right?
yeah.
If we need to. So happy to redeploy the compute as needed
Mhm.
to match where we end up purchasing CUDs.
Yeah. Okay. But at the end of the meeting, we will have discussions about this. Just it's on the agenda. Are there any other questions? Okay. Is there anything we can help with? This is to you, Derek. If you, from TOC perspective, if you see somewhere you need help, or
No, no, I don't think there's anywhere we need help right now. Definitely love engagement on the concourse direction and ideas and thoughts there. But that's not specific to the TOC, just a general like if you
Mhm,
have thoughts and opinions, please share them.
mhm.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the update. Nice having the working groups updating us. There are ideas to automate this. Let's see. Okay, then we can proceed with the next agenda point, reviewing the dashboard. Yeah, the automated working group reporting updates. So, Ruben, I saw you updated the README.
Yeah, just pretty minimal, but sure.
I think, yeah, we need to somehow decide within are, are people, do you have already opinion on this one? Someone wants to comment?
No, haven't tried it out yet. Maybe when Ari is the next time due.
We don't have to discuss this PR every time. I mean, like, just leave it sitting here. Like, somebody will find it, and probably the next time I have to do an update on our working group, I will probably use it again. I just wanted to share it. Not
Okay.
super set on having it merged per se. Just wanted to share it and see if it's useful for people. Derek didn't care. He didn't use it, so I mean,
He didn't know, otherwise.
he might not have known. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't know, but I
Okay.
also may not have used it, so it could have gone either way on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, then let's see. We can wait here longer and see. Okay, we have another one about inactive users to be deleted, but yeah, we need to wait here another week. I had an issue with the automation, which I fixed. So I had to reduce the amount of users which I request with one request. So because it was failing. So I've been requesting 50 users per request, and this was working before, but since 3 to 3 months started to fail, and now I am just putting 20 users in one request. This seems to work fine now. Yeah. So we have some users, prominent users here as inactive. You can
The
open
Linux Foundation.
the Linux Foundation, yeah. Also Benjamin.
Benjamin as well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can
And just to
open
be clear, just people just had to respond to this PR to get themselves off the naughty list, right?
So this is just a warning. The working group leads needs to open a PR to remove. Only the
I
members,
gotcha. Okay.
yeah, only the contributors are automatically removed, but the people with role, working group lead.
Sorry, I missed the little chunk at the top.
Yeah,
I went straight to the big long list.
But yeah, the procedure is you need to. So we have already three people asked. I think working group leads need to decide the situation here. 4 people actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
opened a PR for Ari, and yeah, personally, I would like to remove them and get them re-added immediately, because then there is 1 year silence, so that there is
There you
a
go. There's
commit.
a
And
hack.
if
Yeah.
that doesn't work, I would say, yeah, if people cannot even contribute a single PR, then maybe it's good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then the next one on the dashboard. March. Yeah, this is actually the result, one of the action items which we discussed in the BuildPacks meeting we had last Thursday. So Stephan got the action item.
Yeah, so what I basically did, the build packs and stacks have something like 7, 8, 9, 10 areas in the working group, and that makes it difficult to get somehow the automation on Concourse deployed, because there are simply too many teams. And meanwhile, we see that, let's say, 2/3 of the contributors will probably leave the build packs area, and we thought it makes sense to merge all those areas again into one. Then we have one team. We then find who's really working on the areas, and then also can start to set up the CI. This PR also adds, I just want to say it, one upcoming new contributor. That is Michele, if I'm
Ramon.
Ramon, yeah. And because he wanted to start with bringing the BitPack CI pipelines on to the ARI concourse, and if we merge it today, then yeah, we will tomorrow have the access rights, or at least one step towards the access rights. That's basically the idea. Because at the moment, build packs and stacks are not delivered anymore since June, July, something like that.
Okay, we have the approval from everyone. And I can merge. Thank you. This is all about, sorry, PRs on the RFC side. On this one, I think we got one comment. Yeah. I think there are some points still to be discussed. Greg, do you want to say something, or you will comment on that?
Yeah, I'll leave a comment on it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, customs text, I think there was some... So...
Comment is.
Here, go with this, any objection. So Florian is asking whether we have agreement or is still there any objections?
Question I asked about seems to be answered, so I don't have any issues with this going forward.
Yeah, same for me. I put it in the comment.
Yeah, I'm fine to move on, or like move to the final comment phase.
Okay, then I can I think this is probably clear. Okay. I think the next two, no, I didn't see any activity on those. And here is the enhanced deck handling. So your comments were addressed, Stephan, right?
Yeah.
And we can then merge this. We waited 2 weeks. So here is one request for change by me. Okay, it's by me. Okay. I can put the action item right. Okay, there's a new RFC. This is about adding pickup functionality to CF applications like TCP dump options so that people can just forward TCP dumps from an application to local machine. So being able to do TCP dumps is interesting. It's new one. I will put in progress. Is there any feedback on this? Anything? you want to discuss?
Didn't we discuss this 2 years ago or something? CF Day?
So we did this for Bosch. So in Bosch you
Yeah,
can.
I know.
Mhm. Yeah,
But back then there was already something for CF at SAP,
it-
right?
it was a little bit over engineered with a server where you could forward TCP dumps and you can log into that one and so on. This is now a simplified like Bosch, what we did in Bosch. But to be able to do this, you need small Go library, which enables that functionality for you. Because people have concerns to expose TCP dump in the container or something. It's too, you can do too much with that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think this is all on the RFC side. And here. So we can put shared concourse instance actually in progress. It's in progress. And I have to check on the IPv6. I think IPv6 is almost done or should be done. I forgot that. On issue side, we don't have anything new. So we can go to any other business, GCP cuts strategy.
Yeah, we've got let's see. Oh, David is here. Great. So yeah, David Stevenson is here. We had chatted about this last
Sounds good.
Friday. Beyhan, you and I have messaged about this on Slack a little bit, but now that we have this billing account, we can go ahead and buy CUDs and start saving lots and lots of money. So strategy on that, there's a few nuances here, right? There's the 1 year versus 3 year, and then there's the resource-based spend versus flexible spend. So we need to come up with an approach here. I think I'm comfortable with some 3 year spend, but you know, that's a long horizon for open source software. And you know, essentially, as long as I get some buy-in from both VMware and SAP that it's likely everyone will be around in 3 years. I think it's reason to have some 3 year spend and then some 1 year spend. And I have no opinion about whether or not it should be flexible or resource-based. And that's sort of where I would hope the TOC or any other interested parties here would be able to weigh in.
I'll give an opinion, but I'm about to go into a tunnel. It's just gonna be like 2 minutes. Feel free to give more intro, Chris. If there's
Yeah, sure. Let's see. So I've got this billing account. I added David as a billing account manager last week. At Beyhan, I also just added you to this meeting, so you should have access to that.
I also
and I can add other folks as needed, whoever might be interested in getting this set up. But ideally, you know, by the end of the week, we can have some sort of a strategy, and I can go ahead and buy some CUDs and start saving. I mean, you know, they're really steep discounts, so would be great.
I also did a small exploration in the this cost saving channel. I put that one. Here is the link. I will just paste the link into the chat. So there you can see a screenshot how we distribute our compute usage across the different regions. At the moment is the resource-based cuts, they have more savings. They provide you with more savings, but yeah, they are bound to a region. So we need to think about
and compute class. So it's like E2 memory in US Central or E.
Yeah.
The flex CUDs are pretty good in terms of discount too. It's like 26 versus 35% or something for a year. I could be wrong. It's
Yeah.
something like in that range.
28 versus 37, or for the 3-year, it's 46 versus 57. So, I mean, if there are some of this resource-based CUDs that we know we're going to be using, I think it's fine to do that, but I'm more comfortable with the spend base.
Yeah, E2 seems like a pretty safe bet to me.
Yeah, like I think that's the bubble default. So my guess is we're using that in like quite a lot of places.
Right. And so it's about, trying to maybe buy a third of our usage as resource-based in a region and try to encourage the use of one region, right? And then think about how much of the rest we want to put in flexible. The resource-based counts first, right? So flex goes on top. My other strategy is we don't buy all our usage in 1 month. We buy like some usage 1 month. We just look at it, make sure it's getting, effectively done. And then we buy a little bit more and then a little bit more. So we tend to buy at VMware, we bought it over 2 or 3 or 4 months rather than all of it.
Yeah.
The thing that's kind of interesting, Chris, for us to think about is what happens if in 2 years the directed fund disappears? What is Google going to do, right? And you have a 3-year CUD, right?
Yeah,
we know what they're going to do if it's a Linux Foundation account, right? But you have your own payer now. What are they going to do?
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think the Cloud Foundation will be here in 3 years, but of course there's always some risk, right? So it's hard to know exactly. Like I said, I'm not sure what happens in that instance, but if I think I am comfortable with some 3-year commitment. Maybe the 3-year commitment should be flex, right? Because
Yeah, because you can use it for anything or a lot of different Google
yeah,
products.
right. And maybe we can bubble that up to the Linux Foundation then, and they could probably deal with that.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
So yeah, then I would recommend maybe we figure out some 1-year commitment that we are going to do fixed, the resource based, and then some 3-year commitment that's flex, that we are kind of conservative with. But ideally, I'd like to get as much of this under CUDs as possible. But make sure we don't get burned on the 3-year. So keep that flexible and keep that not very much. Like as of right now,
Yeah.
I mean, as a rough estimation, let's say we're spending $25,000 a month on GCP. It would be great to get, so that's, $300,000 a year. It would be great to get like at least $100,000 a year on a 3-year commitment, and then maybe the rest on 1-year commitments. But and undershooting a little bit, if we don't get a discount on 100%, that's okay. But it'd be nice to get, something like $100,000 for a 3-year commitment, and then $150,000 on a 1-year commitment, and then $50,000 is undiscounted, but that's fine. I mean, we'd be saving a massive amount of money then.
Seems like a great strategy to me. I like the 3-year flex and the 1-year resource. That's a good mix.
I think so. So basically what I need input from someone, TOC or a couple people, like what those resource-based CUDs should look like. And then, we can always, and I'd like to get something going this week. So, I mean, I could just go ahead and do a 3-year commitment for $100,000 this week. I'm pretty comfortable with that. And then, but like, what are these resource-based CUDs that we should be purchasing? Or should we just do all flexible? Because again, it's 10% discount more, which is nice, but for 1-year commitment, we're still getting 28% off for the flexible, which is a pretty nice discount still.
Yeah. I think with looking in the how our resources are distributed across the regions, I think the US East one was the cheapest one, which we decided to go. Or Stephan, I think you
Yeah.
migrate. Yeah.
We decided to migrate everything into US East 1, 2, 3. I don't remember anymore. Rational was it is much cheaper than Europe, and it is somewhere latency-wise in the middle of the teams that are working on it. Worked out well.
Yeah, maybe we can decide to move central concourse, shared concourse instance there, or agree to have this shared concourse instance there, and then based on that, decide what to commit here.
But we could buy the flexible thing this month while we're deciding how much to put in usage.
Yeah, I think for the flexible, we have an agreement. I wanted to just think about action items for the other one, resource-based. Yeah. Because ARP will be the first working group which wants to onboard the central concourse, the shared concourse. And if the other one with the highest usage is RE and CF deployment. And if we have the shared concourse in in the same region, I think we are good to calculate what we can use here as cuts. And also we can see in the foundation infrastructure working group what we can do to also go to that region.
Just process-wise, does it make sense to, I don't know, get at least I mean, an RFC is probably not the right process, but maybe like a Google document or something that we can share and like approve, because there is a plan now being discussed, but it would be good to have it on paper before we finalize this. Or is that too much
I think that makes sense. At the very least, just to have a paper trail to be like, why did we buy all those guns?
Yeah, I think it's good to at least put it somewhere. And then we can have DSC members, but also maybe external people weigh in on it, and then we can move forward. Doesn't have to be like a long process, but at least put it on paper somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sure. I'll start a Google Doc and share it with TSC, and I'll put it in the meeting notes here. I'll do that right now.
Great.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, sounds like a plan.
The other thing that's kind of cool is that Google will start giving us recommendations once it has a month worth of data. So by next month, it'll give us some ideas about what it thinks we should buy on top of the cuts, the flex ones.
And luckily, it's a neutral party, so we can trust it wholly.
It said to put all of our money there, which was weird, but I guess we should.
Cuds are a bank now.
Yeah, for safekeeping.
All right, I've created a very empty document so far.
Sorry, I'm just typing here on the. Okay. The document. Okay, I'll try to copy the link and put here in the.
I'm putting it in now.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. So yeah, I guess I don't know. I feel like maybe I could go ahead and do a 3-year flexible spend for $100,000. Like anytime, and then we can figure out what the strategy for these resource-based ones are and try and get that done in the next week or so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, sounds good. Now, if you're slightly scared, Chris, you can do half of it in 1 month and half of it in the next month, just to see how it gets used.
Yes, I could do $50,000.
We understand.
Right,
But the
$50,000
3-year, yeah, 3 years is not going to make a big difference, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I'll chat with Shah from LFIT. I've got him working on a couple things. So Ternary, in case anyone is still looking at that, that's kind of broken since we created this billing account. But he's gonna fix that. He's also gonna add Microsoft Azure to the Ternary thing that we were using before. And then he said that they're not going to give specific advice on what CUDs we should buy, but he has bought CUDs for the LF proper and stuff. So I'll run that past LFIT too and see if they have any input on this. And I'll follow up in the CFF costs channel, which is where this effort sort of lives. But okay, I'll try and get some kind of flexible purchase in this week, and then let's try and let's see, see what we can move over to US East. And then I'll kind of wait on word from Beyhan, I guess, as far as what working groups have managed to move things over, and what the timing of that should look like.
And one last thing on process. Is there like approval needed from the board on these things, these commitments?
I mean, not really. I will definitely talk to the board about this, and like, no, not really. I mean, the budget is set to spend on GCP. This strategy isn't really a board level decision, but I will keep certainly board reps from VMware and SAP in the loop, and if they have opinions, before we make the full purchase, I'll make sure they can weigh in.
Yeah, not a bad idea. It's kind of a long time, right?
Yeah, the 3-year thing for sure. I want at least some tacit yeah, if we're gonna be here in 3 years. But I think I'd be shocked if our board reps said anything but that at this point. So, but obviously anything can come up. So, cool. Well, yeah, I will loop in the board reps on this as well. And I guess yeah, just wait to hear about what kind of strategy the TOC thinks we should use as far as resource-based CUDs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. The next agenda point is CF Day. So one think it's to cancel the TOC meeting. It's on the same day. Will be great. I think Ram, is it something you can do?
Yep, on it.
Yep, great.
Thank you. And other than that, I don't know if you have any updates or something.
CF Day is still looking very, very strong. Let me look, what was the last, I think yesterday we had 162 registrants. So I expect us to sell out at around 200 or come very close. And it should be a great day. And I will follow up. I am working on plans for a lunch the day after. So I will follow up on that as well. I've got some suggestions, just need to finalize that.
Yeah, great. Happy to hear that. Okay. Is there anything else you want to discuss? Then we are done for today.
Oh, wait, one more thing I guess we can share. We've got this. This is live on the website, but there's no links to it yet. We're waiting on some input from VMware on this if they want to add something. But the Try Cloud Foundry Day page, you can take a look at now.
Okay. Looks good. Should we? I can put this. This is so to say a review version, or is it?
I mean, it is live, but there's no link to it from the main website at this point.
Yeah.
If
So,
you
nope.
have changes or suggestions for changes, we can definitely work around them.
Yeah.
I will update then the issue we have for that. I didn't
Yes.
ask because I am asking every meeting.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so if anyone has any inputs they want changed to their respective sections, that's great. And we've reached out. So if VMware wants to add a section, we would recommend that, and like to get that done fairly soon. And then we'll link to this from the landing page of the website.
Who are you talking to at VMware?
We have pinged James Waters and I believe David.
All right.
But if you want
I'll
to
try
push
to
on
track
this,
him down.
that'd be great. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, I had asked Nick Kuhn about this also.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
there may
sure.
be multiple threads going on.
Yeah. Ping Nick too. That'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great to help drive that because basically we just don't want it to go fully live without input from you all being a Premier member and all.
Yeah. Okay. I updated the issue. We can close if there is no feedback at some point. Then thank you for your time, some of you. I will see on CF Day. And we will have in 2 weeks the next TUC meeting. So take care and see you.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks all.
Thanks.